You ever have one of those days? You spend time with people you genuinely love, your friends, your family, and yet afterward, you just feel wiped out. It's a feeling that seems to be popping up more and more. So let's get into it and unpack this quiet cost of just, being with people. It usually kicks in later when you're by yourself and you start wondering, why does being around people suddenly feel so much more exhausting than I remember? It's like even the fun conversations take a little more out of you, and things that used to be easy now feel kind of heavy. And how come it so often leaves you feeling totally and completely drained? Not just tired, but like your social battery is just dead. If this sounds even a little bit familiar, trust me, you are so not alone. There's a perfect way to describe this. It's the social hangover. It's that exact same wiped out, foggy feeling you get after a huge party, except you didn't even have to drink anything to get it. And here's the thing you've got to understand. This happens to so many of us. This is not some weird personal flaw. It's not a sign you're secretly antisocial. It's almost always a symptom of a life that's just already mentally overwhelming. So what is actually going on in our heads? Well, you can think of it like this. Your brain has a social bill. Every single interaction has a price tag, a cost in mental energy. And sometimes that bill is way higher than we think. Because you see, socializing isn't some passive thing your brain just does. Oh no, it takes a ton of mental horsepower for something called social processing. It is active, constant, and honestly pretty demanding work. Just think about everything your brain is juggling in the background of a simple conversation. You're reading facial expressions, trying to come up with a response in real time, all while worrying about how you're coming across. At the same time, you're interpreting their tone of voice and trying to keep track of where the conversation is going. It's a ton of work. And this is where it all clicks. When your brain is already running on fumes, from work, from family stress, from bills, just from the noise of everyday life, it has way less energy left in the tank for all that complicated social stuff. Your social battery just drains that much faster. And that brings us to what might be the single most important idea in this entire explainer. This is not about your character. It is about your capacity. And that little shift in thinking, it changes everything. I think we all know that voice on the left, right? The one that whispers, I'm so awkward. Or maybe I'm just antisocial. Or the worst one, what is wrong with me? But the reality, what's actually happening, is so much kinder. It's just, my mental capacity is low right now. My brain is overloaded. And simply, I really need to recharge. Let's just say that one more time because it's so important. Social exhaustion isn't about the people you're with. It's not that you don't like them. It has everything to do with this simple fact that you only have a finite amount of mental energy on any given day. Okay, so once we get that, we can stop blaming ourselves and start actually managing our energy. And that opens the door to a much gentler and, frankly, more realistic approach to our social lives. So here are two really simple but powerful ideas. First, and this is a big one, give yourself permission to recover. Stop packing your schedule. Your mind absolutely needs quiet time to recharge after being on. And second, try focusing on quality over quantity. Instead of trying to see everybody, pour that limited energy into fewer, deeper hangouts. It's way more fulfilling and way less draining. So let's just end on this note. The next time you feel that social hangover creeping in, just remember, you're not awkward. You haven't forgotten how to be a person. You're not turning into a hermit. Your mind is just tired from juggling everything else life is throwing at you.
And here's the bottom line. Tired minds don't need more pressure to perform. They need gentleness. So be kind to yourself. It's okay to need a break. It's okay to just need some quiet. Honestly, it might be the healthiest thing you can do.